It worked. Oh my gosh. I've been having the worst time with this. Let's see. It's probably going to be like, okay. Good morning, gamers. This is definitely the first try of me doing this live stream. This is, I like to do a zero deaths run. So allow me to set up the stream in just a second. Okay. Honestly, what happened was I was doing this stream about 10 minutes ago, and then me, an absolute goof who doesn't know what they're doing, tested my mic, and so I muted myself. And then when I was like, okay, I can hear myself in the video on my phone, basically I didn't unmute myself, so I was talking for God knows how long without people hearing me. Hello, social. Oh. Hello, Natalie. Yes, I need a producer. This is the tough life, but we are live. We're live again. Um, I said in my first recording that I'm actually live because I have to skip town in a couple of hours for my brother, Wisdom for You's graduation. He graduates tomorrow, so I have no time to edit a video. I just have time to talk and hope that the stream goes well. So, just let me do my thing. If you're watching on VOD at a later time, then that's all good. But I'm gonna try to orchestrate this as best as I can, and it looks like the thumbnail is updated and all that stuff. So I'm gonna get into it. And I can't. We've got a lot of good stuff today. We're gonna be talking about the 14th Doctor, who's just announced over the weekend or last weekend. We're going to be talking about Avatar 2, which released a trailer with Doctor Strange 2, and they just released it online. And we'll be talking about some Disney Plus filming later. But first, I want to get to the most fascinating topic, at least for me. It's May 13th, so it's an international holiday. Everyone knows it's Robert Pattinson's birthday. In fact, we have some wonderful tweets to share. I mean, basically, I can just spend the whole day on the Robert Pattinson tag, just looking, just, everybody wishing him a happy birthday. And so am I. Literally, I could do this all day, so I'm going to have to put some restraint on myself. Look at the Batman look. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Yeah, let me stop myself right there. I went on much longer in the first video, but that doesn't exist now. That has been deleted. I'm also wearing a Batman t-shirt, Battinson specific t-shirt. So that's how you know it's real. That's how you know I'm here to party and to celebrate and to get down. So let's actually get down to business. So let's talk about the. Oh wait, no. One more thing. If I can share my screen. Ah, I hope you guys watched my Obi-Wan Kenobi or Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen's video yesterday. Those pictures were dope, and we've got some new pictures, I guess, courtesy of British GQ. So here's our cast looking fantastic as always. I should just preload the pictures. Look at that, Moses Ingram. She was really they were really fashionable this week. My computer's way too slow to load the graphics, but you get it. It's a good day. It's a good day to talk about stuff. But let's get into our first topic anyway, which is the 14th Doctor has been announced. We have a new Doctor coming up next year, and it is. I'm like, I don't want to butcher his name. I've heard it before, Chudi Gatwa, but I'm not familiar with this guy. I know a lot of people are. As Doctor Who announced, or the BBC announced over the weekend, that he is is the you have to be technical with this. He's like the best way to put it Watch Mojo said he's the Black Panther-ish, but a little more risque. I'm really loving the look. But yeah, this guy, he seems really cool. And I don't watch Sex Education. I haven't really seen him really in anything else. I haven't gone to Scotland to see him as an actor or anything like that on stage, but I'm quite excited just because you know, we've got more diversity on screen. I mean, really, there should be no reason not to be receptive to him. And especially, I think getting Russell T Davies back as the show. Here I am, because I just have to say it, I have not been feeling Chris Chibnall as a showrunner for Doctor Who. Now, I do enjoy Jodie Whittaker. I think that she is a very talented actress, and I think as the 13th Doctor, she worked as best as she could with the material. If that's I want to compliment her, but I don't think I can necessarily compliment the writing and the direction of these last couple of seasons of Doctor Who. I watched her first two seasons, and then I know she had a shortened season for this run. But ultimately, I hadn't been a fan of Chris Chibnall, and I watched the first episode of this shorter season, did not like it, so I tuned it out. I didn't watch the rest. And I know Jodie Whittaker has some specials to close out the season, or to close out her run. So I I think I'm only gonna watch probably the Regeneration special. I usually just watch that, and then I'll see how his run goes as the 14th Doctor. And I'm hoping, I'm really, really hoping Russell T Davies brings some life into Doctor Who. I hope that he um, writes stronger companions. I was not feeling Chris Chibnall's companions. I think I like Graham because he was sweet. I didn't really care for Ryan, and Yaz annoys me because it seemed like her only personality trait was that she loved the Doctor, that she's obsessed with the Doctor, and she can't get enough of the Doctor. But I'm like, if you think about the other companions like Rose or Donna, they've got family, they've got friends, they've got lives, and they're I think that's what made Graham stick out, because they're like, the Doctor is special, but I also still value my human life and my human family and my human friends. Um, and just getting to see eye for that. And I'm hoping it's not like a Stephen Moffat situation where he all of a sudden, has just lost his talent. Like if you give Stephen Moffat something in the beginning, it's gonna be really great. And then like with Doctor Who or Sherlock, you let him run with it, and it just kind of it really becomes kind of like a clever factory, or like how much clever can I be? How much can I one up myself? And it just gets, really bad. It gets really sour. So I'm excited to see this guy on screen. He really, really looks like he knows what he's doing. And seems like the fans were quite excited as well. I have to go all the way back up. Like Simu Liu was excited, which is really, really cool. Some people have even put him in his fan casting. They were like, I called it. I called it. So, yeah, I mean, if he's got a great following, and some people are like, is this going to bring younger people back to Doctor Who? Who knows? I mean, I started watching Doctor Who when I was, I think, 16. No, no, no. I take 2013. Like, yeah, when I was a senior, kind of going into my senior year of high school. So I like it. Proposing this outfit. Yes. I think oh my gosh, he has to have a really, really bright, iconic outfit. I think it's going to be awesome. So that's that. I don't think, besides the fact that eventually I will start watching it again. Now, let's get into our next topic, which is Avatar 2, not Avatar: The Last Airbender, James Cameron Avatar. Last time we saw Avatar was 2009. Anybody remember that? It kind of kicked off the whole, 3D movie phase. It kicked off, people would be wearing those 3D glasses from the movie theater at school, and in public they would just punch the eye holes out and be like, "Look at me, I'm so cool, I'm a nerd." That's some nostalgia. So it's been well over 10 years since the last Avatar came out, and I've just been kind of skeptical as of late, because with so much time having passed now, I'm really starting to wonder what this franchise is going to bring. So the trailer did release. I saw it first during Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and it was just a teaser. So you don't really get much of a plot with this, and I don't really want to play too much, or if anything at all. But basically, you just get a lot of shots from the film, and you basically get to see Pandora, and you get to see the Na'vi people. I'm surprised I even remember this, to be honest, because uh, sorry, that's not showing up on my. Okay. Yeah, I'm surprised that I remember a lot. Maybe it's because they have the Avatar land at Animal Kingdom at Disney. Now my computer's running so slow that it doesn't want to show you the shots. I mean, look, you've got water graphics. Is that Jake Sully? Is that him? They got like some natural hairstyles going on in this. They really put the dedication in for the hair and the CGI. Um, my concern looking at this is that it felt very special to have this completely CGI world back in, when was that? Oh, is that not even showing up on I don't think it's showing up on the stream. Oh no, that's just me. Okay. I think it was, well, anyway, I'm really, really hoping that you guys can see this. I'm gonna test the stream really quick just to see if you all can see this, because no, it's not having a fun time. I apologize. Let's see what happens if I change to the article. It's like, can you see my screen? All right, rolling through the technical difficulties. Please hold. Well, while we're at it, I may as well tell you about some of the stuff that I bought recently. No, I can talk about Avatar. Oh, I'm trying to share my screen. I'm trying to share the window. I'm trying to share that. Add that there. Boom, baby. Look at me. I am so smart. Now let's see if it wants to play the video. I think what happened was I got a call and it disconnected. Um, that was not a great time. Okay, we're waiting on it. Yay, it's back. Okay. Sorry for the delay, guys. I wish if I had the chat, they would just tell you to fast forward. But anyway, so I've just been a little bit conflicted about this movie because it doesn't seem like anything special anymore. I mean, we get video games that look like this, we get Marvel movies that look like this, both unfortunately and not unfortunately when it comes to the CGI. So I haven't been feeling the story. I feel like I don't really need a sequel. I don't really feel like I need to see more from the Navi, from Jake Sully. Um, and so that's why I'm just having a hard time buying that Disney and Fox are trying to go all in on, like, they want what, like, four more pictures. They want five movies all together, if I'm not mistaken. To me, it feels like the Fantastic Beast situation. Like, we think people want this, but as it goes on, it's like maybe this wasn't a good idea. So I don't mean to dislike, if you're like a hardcore Avatar fan, I don't mean to diss ya. I just mean to say that I personally am not extremely excited for what this movie has to bring. I wonder why it doesn't like me going into full screen like that. Maybe that was the problem all along, huh? Well, the life of a producer. So yeah, that's Avatar. Apparently, though, the trailer did really well. 148.6 million views on the first day. And of course, people got to see it during Doctor Strange. And the movie releases, well, let's see. Caesar finished its first 24-hour online window in a lot of places. 20 million from China. That's pretty big. And for some reason, they say that's ahead of all recent Star Wars films, including The Rise of Skywalker. Like Avatar 2, the teaser trailer for that film also played exclusively in theaters first. I barely remember that. The views on YouTube and social don't include millions of people who watched it right before Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, which is currently just eating it up at the box office naturally. But yeah, apparently people are curious. I think at the very least, we are curious to know what the heck is going on in Avatar 2? Is it worth it? Is James Cameron going to wow us once again and just create another masterpiece and, the number one movie in the world? Because that sly dog, he got Avatar to beat out Avengers Endgame with a second run in China. So listen, you never know what James Cameron has up his sleeves. And I will just, at the very least, be open to what Avatar 2 has to bring. And I don't know. I think once we get a full trailer, that's when I will be a little bit more convinced to see, like, what is the actual plot, why are we returning, why do we need to return. Speaking of returning, good lord, so Sam Worthington is returning as Jake Sully, Zoe Saldana is returning as Neytiri, and Sigourney Weaver is returning. I barely remember her in it, but I guess she was. And some big newcomers, including Vin Family, Diesel, and Titanic star Kate Winslet. So that's pretty big. I don't think James Cameron is gonna I don't think he's gonna underdeliver. I think he's gonna deliver something pretty good, but will it stand the test of time? Dun dun dun. So, mate, that's that. Moving on to kind of our final subject, which is there's some filming going on for Disney Plus shows, or at least coming up soon. So, over on the Star Wars Twitter, they released such a lovely little announcement that Ahsoka begins production today, or technically not today. This was on May the 9th. But Ahsoka began production. So I think that's really awesome. As you can see here, only true Star Wars fans know what's going on. Of course, this is a certified Dave Filoni hat. He will be, I believe he's a showrunner or be credited as executive producer of these shows. And as we know, Ahsoka is tied into the Mandalorian timeline. So it's kind of it. The Mandalorian is funny because it's in its own universe. Like, it's in Star Wars, but it's also kind of between Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Everything is interconnected in that way. So that's why we have Ahsoka appearing in The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba Fett. And that's why the Book of Boba Fett was literally The Mandalorian season 2.5 because it's all connected. And I didn't get to tell you guys my thoughts on the Book of Boba Fett. I was a little underwhelmed with that one, and I think specifically because it there wasn't enough Boba Fett. They literally turned it into The Mandalorian season 2.5. Like halfway through the show, they were like, "Oh, this sucks." I apologize. They were like, "Oh, this sucks. Why don't we just make this The Mandalorian?" And it got so much better. The minute Mando stepped on screen, it was like the whole vibe changed. So I don't know what to say about the Ahsoka series. We've got Rosario Dawson returning to play Ahsoka Tano, and no one really knows what's going on as far as, well, officially, no one knows what's going on with the plot, mostly because it's not official information yet. So there have been like some leaks and some speculation talking about, this could be a follow up to Star Wars Rebels, in which Ahsoka is out looking for Ezra Bridger, and I believe that's pretty much the consensus as far as I'm concerned. Is that basically at the end of Star Wars Rebels, Jedi, who is Force sensitive user Ezra Bridger met Grand Admiral Thrawn, who, if you need a visual, Grand Admiral Thrawn supports me every day. But he and Grand Admiral Thrawn get into it, and they go into the place before. Oh my gosh, the space, time between time, world between worlds. Yes. And they have a kerfuffle there, and they are never seen ever again. So that's why we hear when, and this was in The Mandalorian season 2, Ahsoka is battling the magistrate, I believe. Yep, she asks, she's looking for Thrawn, right? She's looking for Grand Admiral Thrawn, and lo and behold, that's people think that the reason she's looking for Thrawn is because Thrawn was last seen with Ezra Bridger, and thus that will be the continuation of Star Wars Rebels in the Ahsoka live action series. Boom. So Dave Filoni is going to make you do your homework if you haven't been watching the animated series. Let's see what the fans have to say. I mean, obviously everyone, I'm sure, is greatly excited. Ahsoka or Mando 3.5. Rebels 2.0. I'm really, really hoping that, it's not just another ripoff of The Mandalorian. Wolf Pen. Oh, amazing. And I wonder if she will get a new look. That's kind of interesting as well. Let's see over on Reddit if anyone has anything to say about the Ahsoka series. First quarter 2023 release date. Oh, maybe, because Mando is supposed to be coming out probably May, with Mando 3 at the start of the year. I thought Mando was going to be released at the end of this year. Didn't Giancarlo say Mando season 3 would be this summer? Must have been high. Mando would be in December. I believe December, but we also, like this guy says here, we've got Kenobi coming out May 27th? The Bad Batch is supposed to come out, season 2, and Andor. So we're kind of stacked for Star Wars right now, on top of Mandalorian season 3. December is summer for parts of the world that isn't America. Ha ha. So yeah, I think we're looking at early 2023 for Ahsoka series. And yeah, I'm excited. I feel like Rosario Dawson might be ready to leak some shots from the set. She's one of those people who kind of just puts stuff out there on social media and then is like, oops, I wasn't supposed to do that. So that will be quite exciting. As well, we've got some good stuff coming. Loki season 2 has been reportedly about to begin filming. And this is all according to Reddit. No. This is actually according to a production. It looks pretty official to me. Let's see what you guys think. This is the Film and Television Industry Alliance. So someone found this, and it says that the shoot date for Loki season 2 is set to begin June 6, 2022, beginning in London, UK. And it's just a generic plot summary. I don't know who fills this stuff in. Loki, a trickster and shapeshifter, pops up throughout human history as an unlikely influencer on historical events. That's the caption for season 1. So No new information about season two just yet. We've got the cast of characters. We actually have a new director and writer coming on. Kate Karen and Michael Waldron are leaving. This is old news, but hey, changing of the guard. Hopefully that means it will be something exciting. And what I've kind of discussed, I don't want to spoil too much about Doctor Strange, but I don't think I will if I tiptoe through this carefully, is thinking about the multiverse and thinking about what is about to happen with Sylvie and Loki kind of destroying. And there might be. I hope there's no Doctor Strange spoilers here. Take caution. Just listen to my soothing voice. Um, yeah, I am quite curious to know like how long is it going to take before the whole Kang storyline comes up. I believe Kang is in Quantumania, Jonathan Majors in Quantumania, but he was technically not Kang the Conqueror in the Loki series. He was like he who has always existed or something. He who remains. It's literally right there. He was he who remains. And so I'm like, gosh, we have all these movies. This was like literally last summer when Loki and Sylvie wrecked the sacred timeline. And since then, we've had all these events happen, but are they influenced by that? Who knows? And by all these instances, I'm talking about, basically all the stuff that's happened in phase four of the MCU so far. And again, I talk about this in my Doctor Strange spoilers video. So you might want to check that out because I'm trying to like tiptoe around this very carefully, just in case you haven't seen Multiverse of Madness. But yeah, I suppose, man, it'll make 2 years from the time that Loki season one came out to the time where we will see Loki season two. I'm assuming it's going to come out in 2023. There's been no official word on that, but yeah, I'm excited. It's exciting to see our first show on Disney Plus from Marvel get a second series. We've got a lot of happy Lokis. We want another, right? Another season, more merch, more draining of my wallet, but hey, it's okay. We have chosen to stand forever and ever. I just have one more thing before we go. Oh my goodness. I saw this on Marvel Studios Reddit or leaks. Morbius, the movie that made $1 more billion, excuse me, reportedly has an altered post credit scene. So this person here, if I can pull it up, DR Movies One on Twitter shared this, and this was on May the 10th. They said, more weird Morbius news in the stupid mid-credit scene. Vulture flies up to Morbius, thanks him for spoilers. Vulture flies up to Morbius, thanks him for meeting with him, and says it has something to do with Spider-Man. The Spider-Man line has inexplicably been removed from every single print, and I think they mean maybe real. You can't like really print a movie at all my local theaters. I was wondering if this was a ploy to get people to rent the movie when it comes out just to see if the line is still there. I, for one, could care less and won't give any money. But if it's digital and you stream it, let me know if it's out there. I'm curious. Yeah, so I discussed this scene in my Morbius review. Go and check that out if you haven't seen it after this. Yeah, basically what happened, we're going to get a little spoilery here, is that at the end of Morbius, all of a sudden, Adrian Toomes, who is the Vulture, Michael Keaton, gets transported to Morbius's universe via the No Way Home spell that Doctor Strange does, and appears in the Morbius prison, the prison of Morbius's universe, and all of a sudden has this strange idea. The scene cuts, he gets released from prison and meets up with Dr. Michael Morbius, saying that he needs help. And Morbius is like, yeah, sure. I hate it so much, guys. I hate it so much. It makes no sense. I think someone on Reddit was like, yeah, did we just bully Sony so much they removed it? You're trash, Sony. I'm going to put some dirt in your eye. Classic Billy McGuire. But yeah, it's another favorite. 10 years from now, Morbius will just be a 5-minute short film. Yeah, I don't if this is true, I would like to see some more, reporting on it. I would like to see if Sony really removed the Spider-Man line because as someone said, um, technically Spider-Man does not exist in the Venom timeline in the Sony universe, and I suppose that's excluding no. Yeah, I guess that would be right. Just excluding when they get sent, into different universes, such as when Venom and Eddie Brock get sent to the 616 timeline, and then kind of vice versa. Adrian Toomes and 616 getting sent to the Morbius Venom timeline. I'm, crossing just for reference here. So I just think it's stupid. You guys know how I feel about Morbius. I didn't like it. I thought it was a horrible movie. I'm really upset that Sony has not been trying very hard with their movies, and now they're moving ahead with Craven the Hunter with Aaron Taylor Johnson, and an El Muerto movie with Bad Bunny, and I'm sure Madam Web, and I believe Spider Woman as well. So I'm just I don't know. This is just a very weird move to me. Oh, there was a comment, I think, and I want to go back and read it, where it said that Sony had altered something as well from oh dang it. Ugh, I wish I could find it. Someone said they had altered another scene either from Venom or from No Way Home. And it's like, why? Like, this whole post publish editing to me makes no sense. Like, okay, maybe, edit a coffee cup out of Game of Thrones, or, the guy who's wearing jeans in The Mandalorian, but, huh. I don't think there's any way to improve Morbius. So they may as well just not do the, George Lucas director's cut. Just leave it as it is and let history preserve it as it is. So that is it, guys. One more time, let's give it up for the one and the only Robert Pattinson, whose birthday is today. He turns 36 years old. If you had not realized, here are some of my favorite characters from him: Cedric Diggory, Edward Cullen, Tennant Neal, and of course Bruce Wayne. I'm afraid to watch The Lighthouse. It seems very crazy, as well as Good Life, but I may get around to that. In this one, I think that's Devil All the Time. Seems a little crazy in that one, as well in this one. Seems a little crazy, but that's our guy. I hope he has a very, very happy birthday. I'm going to have a happy birthday for him. Anyway, I got to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Uh, Leave me a comment about any of the stuff that we talked about today. Leave me a comment if you like my Batman shirt. I don't know. But otherwise, I'm so glad that this stream actually worked. And I hope you guys have a great weekend. Be sure to subscribe for more Robert Pattinson and other news. And I will see you guys later. Bye bye.